of the ritual.
The morning of the ritual.
Yes.
It is a good
Uh,
morning for a ritual.
yes. So I believe it was decided that you would not invite your new friends to this very important ritual of
Right.
bringing your grandson back. So it's Herb and Jericho are going to be doing that at Jericho's house. It's probably going to take most of the day to prepare and enact the spells and make sure that they work because it's pretty important. Make sure of that. And the other two of you have gotten the message that Esther, or Herb, as you know her, has invited you to dinner in the evening. I think we'll probably start with the ritual first, because I believe we were just about to do that.
Ah.
Sam's got a long day of being sad ahead of him. So.
Yeah, I don't. You're doing less monumental things.
Yeah, just gripping.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So. Herb, is there anything you're doing in preparation for the ritual?
I guess. So I know Jericho and Herb discussed like going through memories.
Yeah, you did discuss that.
Nice.
So like doing that to make sure that
Yeah.
Personality
Also,
is accurate.
Jericho would have asked you for as many pictures related to Jonathan or Jonathan's memory, or like the people that he should know as possible, like a photo album. I'm sure you have that,
Many.
because that would be a very useful sympathetic, like physical sympathetic component.
Oh yeah, all the pictures.
All right. Sounds good.
Making a body, would that be part of the ritual?
So how this will work, as you have discussed with Jericho previously, first he will craft the mind and form its personality to Jonathan's front with the help of the ghost and the memories that he takes from you. And then you will recreate his body. So it's 2 steps, two distinct spells mechanic. So you have the body part, because of course Jonathan's body is no longer around.
So I'd be casting Create Life.
Yes.
And that has where you can add mind.
Yeah.
And then his add mind part is like a different spell.
Yeah, it'd be additive to your spell.
Okay.
So the part you have to worry about is the Create Life.
Okay. Because I was wondering if I needed to do like shape changing and transform life or accelerate growth or any of those things to assist with.
Oh, just
the
Create
body.
Life.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I guess you would do it at the same time as he's making the mind, so you can weave it into the body intrinsically.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not growing this thing from a baby. You're just skipping to the part where it's an adult.
Yep. Or 8.
Child.
An 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Is that how older he is?
Yeah, I think, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Not many 8-year-olds get to say they've been to hell and back.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it would just be Create Life unless you unless you want to add any extra features.
Ooh. So I could make him extra resistant and stuff like that, right?
Let's see. It's you can grant extra features as per transform life. I mean, it's like additional
An 8-year-old.
natural abilities, so like claws, environmental adaptation, gills, immunities.
The strength of a gorilla.
So you could immunity, resistance to toxins or poison,
Okay, yeah, probably that.
leaping, prehensile tails, scaly armor or thick skin, enhanced senses or additional senses, tentacles, venomous weapons like venomous fangs or other natural weapons. You know, that sort of thing.
Okay, so I could make it some kind of monster
Yes,
if I wanted to.
if you wanted to.
Standard 8-year-old stuff.
I
Yeah.
feel like that would be more fun as like a temporary go play with your tail.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is just a spell that you can temporarily, like, transform life is a 3-dot life spell. Allows you to do that temporary buffs.
I'd probably do immunity to like poisons and toxins and
Yeah, that's
How did he die, by the way?
he got shot by a mugger.
yeah, that stole his mom's purse and knocked her out, and he chased the mugger down to try to get it.
Okay.
Overconfident with his MMA training. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah. Too bad bullet resistance isn't a natural trait.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Unfortunately.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose if anything else comes up, I'd be able to cure him in that moment. So maybe just the immunity to toxins, poisons.
Sounds good.
Dude's gonna be a great snake charmer when he grows up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you go to Jericho's house as per your usual route.
Right.
And you
Wait, wasn't I
bring-
there? I stayed the night.
Oh, did you stay there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you just have to go and get the photo album.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you do that at some point in the time. You know, he'd probably just go with you. It takes like 30 seconds, right? Space mage.
Right. Boop boop.
Yeah.
It's like pull out a huge box of photo albums.
Okay. Yeah. So like you
want all
guys
of them?
probably spend a couple of hours going through the photo albums, trying to figure out, like, trying to pick like specific ones that are good to use. Because like if you don't want to do too much, because then you're like
BRB.
you're diluting the meaning of each individual picture if you do like 1,000 pictures, right?
Okay.
And then let's see, Jericho is going to do a mind spell to read your thoughts about.
See, don't resist.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure which it's like to read mine.
So, thinking about all aspects of his personality, like kind, brave, a little naughty occasionally, right?
Yeah,
Like, the full picture, not just like the fond.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, for that I think let's see.
Mischievous.
Yeah, read the depths. Okay, so Jericho's gonna cast a combined read the depths and perfect recall spell on you,
Okay.
so that you can also remember very easily. So let's see. So he has it's like a silver like a silver dagger that is his dedicated tool. He's going to use for this. Let's see, it's 10 plus 2 plus 2.
By the bread?
Yeah, that should be all. It's pretty easy for him. Wow, I rolled like crap though. Only 2 successes on 10 dice. Works. Oh, I suppose he could have added more to that anyway. Okay, so he cast the spell, kind of like placing a hand on the side of your head and staring into your eyes. I want you to give me a roll to see how well you remember Jonathan in his entirety.
Okay.
So
What
I
would
think
that
this is
be?
going to be a resolve and composure, just for like recalling the the full extent of his being.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
All right.
Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice. Okay. This is a big roll. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. 1.
One
Is that,
success?
can I use more than 1 willpower on a single roll?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh.
Well, you got 1 success at least.
Can I spend
Ouch.
a mana?
No. What's done is done at this point. You didn't fail, so that's good. So ordinarily, like, it's very hard to say that you can reliably pull all of the aspects of a person's personality from another person's memory of them, because like inherently that is different to what they are, right? Because you don't know, even somebody you know very closely, you don't know everything about them. However, with your memories of being like pretty close to Jonathan, you know him his entire life and we saw him regularly. In conjunction with the ghost, which is his personality to some extent, or a diminished version of it, but still it. And the spells that Jericho is weaving. The two of you are fairly confident you have an accurate, or as accurate as you can be, representation of who Jonathan was and will be. So the initial stage of the ritual was complete. That probably took the morning.
Okay.
And Jericho quickly begins to go about like setting up the tools he's prepared for the main part of the ritual. And you may do the same. Prepare your create life spell.
Do I need to worry about potency?
Well, this is going to be a permanent spell, so you will need to like spend willpower to create it permanent. And because it is permanent awakened magic, that means it can be dispelled. So you probably want the potency as high as you can get it reasonably.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to be dispelled.
So I don't have to do a reach for duration because I'm spending a willpower, right? Or do I have to set
no,
it up
you have to do a
indefinite?
reach. You have to do a reach for duration still.
Okay.
And a reach for indefinite, which is 2. So you need 2 reaches for that.
Because when I click indefinite, it just puts up one reach. But maybe that's because I have the yantra.
Well, you mean you're one reach over when you click indefinite?
No, I'm none. It just says it's one reach when I click indefinite. But maybe I have to add it in
To
separately.
click advanced duration too.
Yep, it's because indefinite is in advanced. Oh, but if I go from 1 year to indefinite, it doesn't change the amount of reaches, so I'll add one reach there.
Yeah, I think that's probably just wrong. So you
Okay.
need an additional reach for indefinite, and 1 point of.
So it's -2 dice and a mana and a reach for indefinite, and a wisdom
And a wisdom.
or a willpower.
You don't need to spend a point of willpower. Or well, it is you have to spend a permanent dot of willpower to relinquish a spell safely. Otherwise, you have to concentrate on that spell, or you hold on to that spell, and it takes up one of your active spell slots.
Okay. So I don't have to spend that.
But you can get that back with an experience
Spend it
point.
right now.
Right.
Correct. Yeah, you can get it back with an experience.
I'll probably do that soon anyway. Well, let's see. What would be a good potency then? Typically, if somebody were trying to dispel my grandson, what potency would they cast at, do you think? 5 is like easy without subtracting dice, right?
Well, 5 is easy for a powerful mage.
Does anyone remember like the highest spell that's the highest potency been cast yet? There's been like
in
11?
the low teens, I think.
yeah, okay. I got pretty high. Weston got pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some like crazy level shit.
So that's what I mean. So low teens.
There was also a decent dose of kind of BS with like steadfast and whatnot in order to get that high.
Yeah. So low teens is the highest we've ever seen, just for a gauge of reference. Herb.
Well, 11 is -20 dice.
Yeah, it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
And we did it.
So I mean, yeah, you're. This is also doing it on a spell with indefinite duration, so you're also having to deal with that. I think the potency spells that you guys cast, you already were starting at 5 potency. Base.
Wasn't a duration spell.
Yeah, it wasn't a duration spell, which makes it you're spending an extra like 10 dice to compensate for that. Okay, well, so what yantras are you gonna use for this? Presumably, you're gonna use the ritual yantra with maximum, so +5 dice from that to do a 3-hour long ritual.
Wait, +5 dice from that?
Yep. So normally standard spell casting is you cast as a ritual spell, which for you is a 30-minute long time span. You can increase the interval by up to 5 more times to make it 3 hours to get +5 dice to the spell.
Okay.
And then you have 3 more yantras that you can allocate. I would say you can probably use you can use the pictures of Jonathan as a material sympathy for creating like a recent pictures of him, right? To create his body in its likeness.
Okay.
Which is +2 dice.
Nice. And then I already have material sympathy added.
Okay.
Oh wow, there's a lot on here.
Could also
Does
use high speech is also +2 dice.
What does it mean that I've created this rote?
Do you
What is
have a
that?
rote for create life?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
That was like the first one I took. And you said that I
Okay,
could have
so
created it.
yeah, because you created it, when you roll it, it has the rote quality, meaning that you re-roll all failed dice once.
Okay. You don't just keep doing it until they succeed.
No.
Okay, so I have high speech.
Yeah,
material
so it
sympathy.
effectively doubles the number of dice that you have,
Damn.
sort of.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
keep re-rolling faileds. You just get to do it once.
Yeah, the first roll you roll all the dice, and then you re-roll all the dice that are fails on that roll. So
Right.
like you roll 10 dice, you get 2 successes, you roll the remaining 8 dice again to see if you get any more successes.
And can I... So I can spend mana to lower the paradox, right?
Yep, you can spend as much as you want to lower it down to a chance die.
Okay. And then... So it would be better to do runes then? Could I make runes?
Well, runes, if the runes are broken, then the spell would be disrupted. So you don't want to do that generally
okay.
on anything that is you want to last for like a long time, because they will probably eventually be broken.
So my path tool then?
That will also reduce the paradox dice by 2.
Oh, but it doesn't calculate it. If you is it a dedicated tool? Okay.
Yeah, dedicated tool. What
Okay.
your dedicated tool is knitting needles, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess because it's a rote.
So I have
feel like
rote, skill,
I feel like you
Modra.
probably thinking about this. I don't think you can cast this as a rote because you are casting it like in cooperation with Jericho, so it's like kind of a combined spell, which messes up the roteness of it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you have to cast it
5
as
dice.
normal.
Okay. Otherworldly Sacrament.
What about it?
Is that something I can use because I got his spirit?
Well, you're gonna weave that into the ritual. So
Yeah, the sacraments are things that you like sacrifice for the spell.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, like the blood of a virgin or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, or like symbolic idols that you destroy during the casting to change things, like their example. Okay, what yantras do you have right now that you're using? You're using the ritual, material sympathy, your dedicated tool, high speech. I think that's all I think you can only use 4 yantras.
Oh, the ritual is a yantra?
The ritual, to extend the ritual to give you dice bonuses counts as a yantra. Yes.
Okay. So let's see. If I have it at potency 8, then I still have 9 dice, which should be enough.
Yeah, it should be enough. Is that with you spending willpower?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And how many reaches over are you? How many paradox dice do you have?
There's just one, but I'm gonna spend a mana to get it to a chance.
I guess you don't have to do a bunch of reaches. Okay, yep. Sounds good. So you're rolling 8 dice. You spent 1 mana to reduce the paradox down to a chance die. And you're casting at indefinite duration, potency 8. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So Jericho's side of the spell, I calculated ahead of time. So he's doing combined Psychic Genesis and Psychic Reprogramming to create a Goetia and then shape it into the likeness of Jonathan's mind. So unfortunately, those have a lot more reaches. So he's 4 reaches over, which means he has 10 paradox dice.
Oh my! Can I give him some of my mana?
Well, he can spend his own mana. He has enough. I don't think you can really give him mana, otherwise you certainly could, but you don't have prime magic, which is kind of what you need to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll just spend 10 mana to not have, or reduce that to a chance die.
Nice.
It's gonna take him a bit to recover that, but that's okay.
Oop, 10 mana.
Yep. Alright, so then I'm gonna roll Paradox for both of these spells. So Herb first, your chance die is no Paradox. Jericho, no Paradox. Alright, go ahead and roll.
Oh boy, I'm so nervous. And I don't get the rogue skill bonus, so I don't get a reroll.
No.
2 successes then.
Jericho got 1 success. Just barely. It was the last dice I rolled, too.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so you guys set up the pictures in like a circle, and then place the little action figure in the middle. And both of you kind of like sit down inside the circle of pictures and begin to like chant in high speech the telling the universe about Jonathan, everything that he is, from his body to his mind to his hobbies to his history to the people he knows, in the truest form of language known to the world. As you do so, you begin to construct a creature, an entity, something from nothing. You begin with you're constructing a creature from the ground up, so you begin with like a skeleton and then add muscle and like organs and finally skin, and the finer details you shape as Jericho creates a mind using the ghost of Jonathan as a basis, and building upon it you see slowly the little action figure housing Jonathan's ghostly remains. Its eyes begin to glow, and its limbs kind of like twist and contort in weird ways. And as the ritual progresses, which takes 3 hours, the toy kind of like tips over as this like smoke rises up out of it and kind of like encompasses the circle. Your Nimbus and Jericho's Nimbus kind of blend together in this. Jericho's this kind of like grit and sand and like dust and dizziness, combined with warmth and the smell of freshly baked cookies. Two very different sensations combined to kind of like home cooking, but maybe it's a little bit burnt.
Home cooking out on the range.
Yeah, out on the range. Tumbleweed rolls through. But as the ritual completes, the smoke and like black dust surrounding you suddenly is sucked into the form that lies in between you. A 8-year-old boy. What does he look like?
Ooh. I mean, like a young 8-year-old boy with dark hair, sharp features, pretty muscular for an 8-year-old because he was really into MMA, just like everybody else in the family.
Or
Freckles, a third nipple. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think that's
okay,
about it.
yeah. So Jonathan opens his eyes in this creepy ghost house, and he kind of looks, sort of sits up and looks at the two of you, kind of with these. You look into his eyes and you see confusion for a second, and this great like his eyes look too old to belong to an 8-year-old's kind of thing. And then he kind of says, "Grandma,
Jonathan,
where am I?"
can I just give him a hug?
Yep. Hug him. Jericho
Somewhere
kind of like
safe.
slowly gets to his feet, joints popping a little bit. You guys have been sitting on the floor for 3 hours. He says, Grandma Esther, I remember things. What happened?
A lot has happened. It'll take time to explain. What do you remember?
I remember a bad guy, and then a lot of pain, and then there was a dark place. I went down a river. Couldn't leave. It was just darkness,
Now,
screaming.
we brought you out of that place and brought you back. You're
Yes,
safe.
you did. I think I remember parts of that too. I don't know. Well, where are we? This kind of looks around Jericho's living room.
Oh, this is Jericho's house. He's your grandma's special friend.
Kind of looks over at Jericho. Is like, "Hey, kid, how's it going?" Jericho now kind of is kind of nervous. He doesn't do kids very well from what you know.
Yeah.
Herb.
That's okay. It'll be a learning experience for everyone.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, why are we here?
It was
It's your rebirthday party.
the best place to bring you back. But we won't have to stay here for long.
Okay.
Do you want to go back to my house?
Yeah. Where's mom and dad?
Well, they're not here right now. They moved somewhere, but don't worry, we'll figure all that out as we go.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Good. Because I feel like cooking.
As you kind of like get Jonathan up, get him some clothes and stuff, because the spell doesn't create clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho kind of steps closer to you and says, we'll have to deal with the whole everyone thinking he was dead, sort of thing. It's kind of a big deal, right? Some newspapers and stuff. I think I can work something out. It might be a little bit... Well, it's a lot to cover up.
Yeah. But we were successful.
A few editing of minds is nothing in comparison to this. Yes, good work. Good work.
Big hug.
You know,
Thank you
and
so much.
he's immortal.
Maybe. Not sure. Not sure about that one.
Well, the soul is not bound by death anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. To some extent.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The
Bridges
nature
to cross
of
and-
what Jonathan exactly is remains to be seen.
Well,
Well,
that's
basically,
one of my
yeah.
obsessions. Understand Jonathan's condition.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you guys prepare. You go back to Herb's house. Jericho accompanies you. And ritual took 3 hours. You guys started probably fairly early, like old people morning. And it was a couple hours of photo album stuff. So I'm gonna say it's probably like mid-afternoon at this point. So you have a little bit more until dinner time when maybe your guests show up. So on that note, we'll go over to the possible guests. Whichever one of you wants to, or has something to do, or wants to go first.
Sorry, yeah, I'm good. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, where was I? Let's see here. I was eating breakfast, wasn't I?
Yeah.
No, you're out in the fucking middle of the desert.
No, he went over to the Forestry Museum.
Oh, yeah, with Dave.
Yep.
Then you left. Then you went back out into the middle of the desert.
Well, so, is there anything that either of you guys want to do during this day? You both have the knowledge, or like you both know that Herb has invited you over for dinner.
Yep.
But you got
We
the
both
whole
know
day
what?
before then. You both know that Herb has invited you over for dinner.
Oh, right. I guess I'm gonna put some numbers into some spell casting, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay. What are you doing?
I want to permanently have the whatever spell it's called that makes it so I'm never affected by time travel.
Some present.
Yep, constant presence.
Okay. All right. So that spell prevents you from being erased from history when other people time travel.
Yep. And then it's Clash of
Ordinarily,
Wills.
it's a Clash of Wills.
So yeah, basically,
When you time travel, you're secured from deleting yourself in most circumstances.
Yep.
Most circumstances, I
But
suppose.
it's basically that if another time mage does something, I know about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
Does it also just give you awareness when your timeline is being messed with.
Yeah, I think so. It's really handy.
Shield
Like,
of Kronos.
oh, maybe that's that. Yeah, I should
Yeah.
always like I should start every session casting those for like a week's duration anyway. But
Oh, Shield of Kronos might be a different.
yeah, it might be. But that was a spell
It
slot.
shields the subject against temporal senses. When under the protection of the spell, any magic viewing the subject through time provokes a clash of wills. That's a different. Do you know which one it is? Or, oh, constant present.
Yeah, constant presence was the one I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna be working on that with the
Sounds
spell
good.
helper.
Alright. I gotta think about what I'm doing today. Don't have anything cool lined up.
You have a cool dinner lined up.
Yeah.
That's true.
I also was gonna say, like let's say everything that you did went wrong, Austin, then and you're kind of like, well, now what do we do? I don't know. And like, well, I do know a time mage. You could just text me and, hey, can you rewind time like an hour or 3 hours?
Right.
You just try again. You could literally just try again.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, especially when the road thing wasn't gonna work.
Yep. Like,
I
dude,
was like, oh.
you kind of have infinite tries with that because it's like, oh, we failed. Hey, you sent me a text. Again, please.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, you just want me to just come there?
Goodness.
I can give you extra tries just right there.
Well, Jericho didn't want new people.
Right. It sucks that we actually know him. We knew him before you did, but now you know him more than us.
Yeah.
In this universe, I don't know, I probably knew him longer than you knew him in yours.
Were you part of ours?
No.
Oh no, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
In this
Yep.
version.
But that's what I mean. But we knew him before you in ours. In
Well, yeah,
general.
because I wasn't in yours.
Right, yeah, that's weird. Like, that's what I mean. Like, but wait, we've known him forever. Or longer than... Wait, no, I guess not. How long have you known him? Oh, decades. Well, shit.
Dude, here's a real Rekka Hesper scenario.
Okay, constant presence. There it is. Okay, yeah. Know the telltale signs of disruption to the pattern of time travelers, and this spell preserves its subject against alterations to the timeline. Any alteration to history through the action of time travel provokes a clash of wills. If I win, the subject is treated as though they were returning from a trip to the past when history settles, safeguarding them against being rewritten. Alright, so. See, now, I think it'd be kind of fun to have a hung spell on top of that, or just a hung spell going at all times, that if the clash of wills is provoked, that I just stop time and be like, alright, who is trying what? And then they have to come to me to continue their plans. Like, no. Who is trying to do what? You come here, because I have now stopped everything you're doing. Like, I want to become, like, if this game goes long enough, I wanna be like some aloof master of time, like all of time, just kind of, time doesn't go on without my say so.
Yes. Alright, let's see. I was trying to look look up something. I forgot what it was.
And then I want to go. Then I want to go bang the time entity
Oh yes, okay.
and have some super hybrid child that lives in all time, all the
well,
time.
It, the time
Quite the
entity
obsessions.
to my vision did not appear to have orifices. So let me know how that goes.
I can modify it so it has orifices if you'd like.
I don't.
Oh god. Oh man, I'm short on mana. What have I been doing?
Excuse me. Are you sure you're short on mana?
I've only got 4 manas.
Yeah, I mean that. Are you sure like you haven't just not refilled when you should have?
Well, where would I have refilled from?
Well, I mean you're at.
Where you're at now is
Yeah, you could get mana from where you're at. Honestly,
I know. Yeah. Probably
Go
gonna
do-
do that today.
go do that.
Yeah.
Just say you're at full.
Alright,
What is our gnosis? 6 or 5?
Six.
Mine is 6.
All right, so yeah, I'm at the same as
Mhm.
whatever our highest is. I'm up there because my shit got fixed.
Yep. Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean get souls?
Well, your time buddy is kind of in suspension until you can get a soul for him.
Oh yeah, yes. Is it a soul? It's. Oh,
it's a
it's
soul.
because we shared a soul,
Yeah.
so we couldn't exist on the same reality.
Yeah.
So
Right.
now his body, like his everything else, like so you guys just built a body with like 3 parts, the soul, the mind, and the body.
Right. Well, they didn't have a soul.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. They used the shade to make a mind.
So
they substituted mind magic for a soul, kind of, which it's complicated.
so what did we
And
grab
it
in the
remains to be
underworld?
seen how exactly it works. A ghost, which ghost is like personality.
Oh, okay. So we got the personality, and
Yeah.
you remade his mind by just being a mind mage.
Yes.
Okay.
Substituting the absence of a soul with the spell Psychic Genesis, which creates a Goetia, basically a spirit of the mind.
Okay. Would that work for Knave? Even though I don't know about it right now.
Maybe.
Okay. I mean I don't know. I'd have to really.
Well, okay. Yeah.
I would bet that he wouldn't waste away, but he still wouldn't be able to cast magic.
Yes, that
Gotcha.
is the correct answer because a mage casts magic by drawing on their nimbus, which is like the soul is like the vessel for the nimbus. So if you don't have a soul, you can't cast magic,
Yep.
or you very rapidly lose the ability to cast magic.
Okay. So I need an empty soul.
Well, a soul without a body, or you need to take a soul from someone. You have the ability to with the razor
Yep.
of Osiris.
Okay.
Knave didn't want to take someone else's soul for ethical reasons,
Yep.
which is why he didn't.
So if I did it, like, oh, well, fuck your ethics, stab, take a soul, bring him back, would he be like, nah?
I mean, he probably wouldn't be super happy about it.
Hey, kitty, stop it. Stop being all meowy.
Aw.
I think, based on your last conversation, he would rather not exist than than to like have to like exist with at the cost of someone else's soul.
Yep. Okay. So we need a thing where they're gonna die. They're basically, sad. Like, since you're dying anyway, want to live on, kinda, in a major, whatever. They just gotta look for the right opportunity. This will happen.
We just have to figure out where souls come from. And go
That
there.
too.
You want to go to the harder but more enlightening.
Or yeah.
That is a secret that, as far as you know, nobody has ever cracked, or at least nobody has cracked it and shared it with the world.
Mm.
Anyways,
Anyway.
what are you doing?
Right.
Who-
So the Forestry Museum's got like a note in it, or excuse me, a hollow.
Hollow, yes.
Yeah. So, see here. Over breakfast, I suppose I talked to Dave. Be like, are you still making that soda?
Yeah, I'm still making it.
Yeah.
Maple syrup flavored. And a couple others. Some sarsaparilla.
Goodness. Yeah. So, anyways, I guess I'd spend the morning.
Oh yeah, wasn't he using the hallow water to make soda?
I think
That's
so.
mana. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he's definitely doing that now. Isn't that right?
Okay. Well, yes. We will
Yeah.
take some of that.
I've got some. Ordinarily, supply Knave with it, and also others who might need it associated with Knave. But I think he talked to me before he left the other night. So, well, you're the residents of the museum at this point. Well, you and what was your friend's name? Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome anytime. Welcome to stay here.
All right.
Also, if you need a means of transportation, you're welcome to use my truck when I don't need it. I don't really go into town every week or so to buy groceries, so
Sure.
I like to walk. Keeps you in shape.
Yeah. God, how old is this guy? Like 110?
Like 100. About 100.
All right. Oh goodness. Alrighty.
Man, I should take some years off him.
All right. So yeah, I guess I'd check out the Hallow downstairs.
All right.
Yeah.
You walk down into the like natural cave that the basement segues into. You see all the like carvings on the wall. You remember that time a couple months ago at this point, although it seems like a lifetime ago,
Yeah.
when you awokened here,
Yep.
both literally and metaphorically.
Ain't that how it
And
goes?
you walk down to the fountain. There is no door. It's
Yep.
just the fountain,
Yep. Good. Good.
burgeoning with power.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I'd be more worried if there was a door than if there wasn't. Anyways. Yeah. How much mana is in this place? I think I've got a spell for that.
Let's see. Yeah. You can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it's 15 mana
Wow.
in the Hallow at this point.
Alright. Well, I will take 10 of it, I guess.
All right.
Because I short on the old manas.
Sounds good. Are you going to take the task that has accumulated, or are you going to draw from the mana reserves, and meditate down it?
I will. I will, I guess, take the mana directly, and
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
leave
take-
I'll leave
take
the task
couple
with
hours.
Soda Man.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So you just meditate by the fountain for a couple of hours and draw power from it. It's kind of relaxing, actually. It's
Yeah.
like you haven't had a lot of time just to not think about things
Yep.
recently. So
Yep.
you
Yeah,
just
and this is gonna be like the first time we've ever been to this place when the lumberjack wasn't trying to kill us.
Yep, you just sit for a couple of hours and recharge your magical battery, as it were.
Yep.
So you took 10 mana?
Mhm.
Right, yeah, it'd probably take you like the morning, we'll say.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do as the day draws on?
The only other thing on my agenda is taking a look at the razor.
I think Gray has that.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh yeah? Alright.
Or did you take it and put it in your bag of useful things?
Or that you might have
Yeah.
taken it.
Yeah, I think you did do
Yeah.
that. Because
Okay.
you just have the satchel that has all the stuff.
I have no reason to have kept it, so yeah.
Right, yeah. Yes, the razor. Let's see here. Examine that.
Yeah. See, I'm not really sure how to do that. I think there's some prime spells.
Well, you can. I think what you do is just release mana into its pattern and study it.
Right.
It should be you'd spend a point of mana and roll Gnosis plus Prime.
Okay. Point of mana, and then Gnosis and Prime. Oh, some dice.
Also, I'm doing the long ritual, 180 minutes, so I'm just drinking wine and putting on music and ritual casting.
Sounds good. At the house that you're staying at.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm moving furniture, drawing shit on their hardwood.
Carving stuff into their floor.
That's right.
No,
So,
just drawing.
Oh, okay. What a guest.
Oh, fuck yeah.
okay. 6 successes. There's a lot of 10s.
All right.
Hells yeah. You succeeded so much, Ben just had to leave.
6 successes. Well done.
Yeah.
So you can tell that this is an artifact,
Yep.
an awakened artifact,
Okay.
or an artifact of awakened magic. So this is like something that you would need, like in order to destroy it, you would need the 5-level prime spell.
Word of
Word
unmade.
of Unmaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is at that power level.
Okay.
It has a mana reserve, that it is able to. It acts as an imbued item, kind of, where it either, for like when you use it, you either use its base dice and just like can use it as a magic item. Like literally anyone can use it.
Right.
Or you can roll